Ah. I guess I gotta move those safeties down, because that for sure threw me off, but I was not missing that rep. Am I proud of it? Yes.
All right. I think it's day 41 of the bulk. Honestly, not sure. It's kind of sketchy outside. Check this out. We'll do the weather review for today. Look at that. Honestly, though, it's bringing in some cool air, so we'll take it. All-time bench PR with a halfway decent pause, too. I mean, it was for sure slow, but I kind of nicked the left side of the safeties when I brought the bar out, and that just threw me off. No excuses, but I think if I'd been able to do that a little better, I think it probably would have been a little bit better of a rep, but once I lifted it off, it's kind of like either you're going for it or you're not. And I was like, all this time warming up, like, let's just get it done. And yeah, I mean, definitely slow, but I felt like I could keep going. I think it's all the tricep work, honestly, because previously, for sure, I would have failed that rep. I would have stalled out at that halfway point. I mean, I definitely stalled out, but you know what I mean? We pushed through it. We got it done. So new territory on bench with a decent pause, going in the right direction. The path to 365 is starting to become a reality. Let's probably got to rehydrate a little bit, and then we'll check the body weight here. Hang on a sec.
This. Look at that. Yikes. Okay. Man, oh man. Woo. Pause there because I had to run inside, make sure all the windows were closed, which they were, but now we're back. Planning on doing 2 reps of the 315, but just felt too heavy. After, I guess that means I put in some good effort with the 345, right? So now we did a couple reps on an incline with 135, and we got to check the body weight before I forget, and then I'll show you the rest of the workout. Let's hope for good things here. Hoping at least 206. Oh, all right. I think that's the first time I've actually seen 207, 208 like a couple days in a row. I think that's like 3 days in a row. Maybe. We might have had a low 205 in there somewhere. Yeah, either way, let me show you the workout plan here. We got the little pal's car hanging out with us because the rain is destroying outside. Sorry for the close-up. Let's flip it here. Hopefully you can read this. Oh, it's gonna be all weird. Like how I wrote 345 in big letters. I was, you know, having those doubts like, oh, should I go for it? Should I do what, you know, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, let's get this done, write it down. Once you write it down, it becomes a real attempt. Then we did 315 for 1. Now we're gonna go incline 2 sets, some sets of incline flies, and then some crushers, and then we are gonna rest it. All right, drop down set. I watched the 345 video, and it's kind of subtle, but basically what happens is when I go up and out, this is where having a lift off helps a lot. My right side goes out just a little before the left side because the left side just slightly gets caught on here. And so then I kind of do this and then I lose a little shoulder positioning. So I try and like, that's why you see me kind of do that instead of before when I've done a heavier attempt, I'll just bring it out, boom, go for it. So things I could have definitely done better, but I'm just glad I still got the rep. Every time I'm able to push through a rep like that, I just have more confidence that like the triceps are getting better. Plus I feel like there's obviously like being able to do a rep fast is great, but being able to push through a rep where it really, really slows down, I think it's a good, you know, it's like
mental battle conquered, you know, because when I got to that typical sticking point, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I was just like, no, like, let's just get this done today and move on to, you know, 350 or 355 or whatever comes next. Even with, you know, I wasn't going to be let that misgroove little thing like, oh, now I can't do it. You know, I see the thing. Like, I'm just noting it because it is one of those things, like, if you have somebody that can give you a lift off, you know, assuming they know what they're doing, that can help a lot. You can avoid things like that. I could have moved the things a little lower, but I like having them. I don't like having to do like a partial rep before I even start the rep. I like basically being at arms locked when I come out. But I guess I'm running the risk now, you know, at certain weight where I'm not going to be, like, the weight's going to be too heavy basically, so I'm not going to be able to really get in good position. I don't know. It's all talk. Let's get this set in here. Probably rested way too long, but let's go. I believe that's up for Monday. Not 100% sure. All right, little rest, and then I might, what is that? I might just do my flies now. I feel like, well, I could probably do with another high rep set. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I've heard sometimes people say if you do a max effort, you should do some repetitions afterwards. I don't know exactly what the science is there, but something to do with not ending the pressing part of the workout on a maximum effort, slow movement. Somebody smarter than me could probably explain that, but I just like to get blood flow also, because I feel like, you know, not much blood flow with one rep, set of 8, set of 10. Get some blood flow and should help with recovery. Should be able to, you know, knock out something good on Monday on bench press. You know, so that's a big part of it too. It's almost like an active recovery. It's still challenging, but not as challenging as the 345, obviously. All right, last set, and then we're going to do right into flies. Do it, not a drop set, but superset. Hoping I have enough room here. All right, little rest. We'll get some crushers. I don't know if you can see me anymore. All right, I rested a little. Now we'll go crushers with the 55s and then drop set. I was setting up for calves in between with a little bit lower setting. We're going to repeat what we did yesterday, but better. Trying to find out what my best with the incline crushers was, and I believe it's 6. So we're going to try and beat 6, obviously. Let's go. That was a pretty, I want to say easy 8. Only thing on those, sometimes I get like tightness in the pecs, like right there. I'll let the elbow stretch back. But probably because I just did a bunch of sets of bench press. All right, let's give it a couple seconds. And you know what? I'll just keep you here with me and get those calves going because I want to run out of time here. I'm just going to make sure you can see first. Hold up. All right, now we're good. It was a good workout. If I can just get this set up right. I need to like draw with permanent marker or something exactly where they are supposed to go. All right, I feel like that should be good. This is probably too low, but whatever. Calves must grow. Whew. All right, we'll rest it a little bit. I didn't hydrate super well during the workout today, but it's all good. Just walk outside, get rained on, absorb the water that way, right? I want to get 3 sets, 15 here. And then I think that'll set me up well to maybe try 245, something like that tomorrow. My calves, I'm expecting, are going to progress really quickly just because I've trained them every day. Even though I was only going to the gym like 4 times a week back then, but still doing like full burnout sets before, and they always grew really well that way. So, you know, I wouldn't say this is going to be like a normal rate of progression for somebody that hasn't trained calves before, and everyone's different. Give it another couple seconds and we'll go for it. So that's why I'm increasing weight relatively quickly. Because I'm kind of building back to, you know, a strength level I was at before with these. Whew. All right. I am so happy that I finally figured this out. cross trainer, Vince, a couple other people were telling me, basically saying this is what I should be doing with my calves, and I just couldn't figure out exactly what people meant. And I tried a couple different methods and didn't even document it, and just couldn't get it quite right. I tried the front squat thing. That was super weird. Did not work. Okay, shiny metal underneath. So I think we're finally on track for some decent calves. You know, they didn't lose like a ton of size. I think maybe at most they got up to 17s. I'm not even sure about that. 16 and a half kind of sticks in my mind. So maybe 16 and a half has always been the peak, you know. Either way, I'd like them to be pretty comparable with the arms, which are probably right around 17 cold right now. You know, flexed obviously. I don't think like measuring non-flex just doesn't make sense because it's smushy. You know what I mean? So you could pull the tape measure a little tighter. You might end up with a different number. Like it has to be flexed, has to be tensed up. And obviously if you measure your arms after a workout, they're going to be, you know, quarter, half an inch bigger. All right, last one. Whatever it takes, let's just get 20. Bold claims. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. 17, 225, possibly 245 tomorrow. We shall see. Really appreciate you staying with me through the whole video today. You know, feeling really good about the bench press today. Bench has been moving solidly in the right direction. Very happy with that. You know, possibly sometime next year, maybe we'll start getting close to 400. I don't know. I mean, I don't even remember how long ago it was we were doing 315, 320, and now 345 today. It's all good stuff. Just stay at it, you know? That's the key. There's no crazy programming going on here. There's just, you know, basically trying to add a little bit of weight over time to certain reps and sets, and that's it, you know? Not trying to oversimplify or anything, but I feel like programming definitely is important. But you look at all these different athletes and people in strongman and powerlifting and weightlifting, and you know, there's so many different methods. Like, you know, whatever you pick, just stick with it long enough to see if it works, and if it didn't work, move on to something else. You know, that's literally all I do with things. You know, I'm constantly adjusting things when they need to be. Not constantly, but like with the squats, I tried a little bit wider stance, sets of 5, did that for a couple weeks. Knees weren't liking it. All right, we got to make a change. Switched it up. We're gonna do sets of 20 for a while, high rep, super close stance, just build some monster quads. You know, so it's a journey. That's it for today. Back and biceps tomorrow should be good. Some forearms probably, and then more calves. If you made it this far in the video, comment who has bigger calves, Godzilla or King Kong. Pretty sure it's Godzilla, because if you're going by 2014 Godzilla, his calves were like each leg was like the size of his torso. So he definitely has that. All right, that's it. Appreciate the support. Hope you get a good workout in today, and hope that it's not a million degrees wherever you're at. Hopefully it's a nice, cool 70. All right, that's it. Stay strong. Peace.